Legalizing marijuana. I think legalizing marijuana will have many great effects on our society. Although some people may have different opinions on it, I will discuss later on in our speech. I believe that legalizing marijuana will have a huge impact on tax revenues, have many health benefits, and will offer many investment opportunities. To start with the impact on tax revenue. In 2015, Colorado collected more than $135 million in taxes and fees on medical and recreational marijuana. Sales in the state totaled over $996 million. Sales in North America grew 30% to $6.7 billion in 2016, and it is projected to increase to $20.1 billion by 2021. According to ArcView Market Research, the state that has legalized are optimistic about the potential for cannabis taxes to start helping pay for their roads, schools, and local governments. Take Michigan, where recreational cannabis will be taxed at 10%. The state has estimated it will generate $737.9 million in additional tax revenues in the first 4 years after legalization. Having that much in taxes will allow states to pay for things like health programs, social security debt, educational programs, etc. Secondly, the health benefits marijuana has to offer. The most common use for medical marijuana in the United States is pain control. While marijuana isn't strong enough for severe pain, for example, post-surgical pain or a broken bone, it is quite effective for chronic pain that affects millions of Americans, especially as they age. Marijuana is no more harmful to a person's health than alcohol or tobacco, which are both legal and widely used. Regulated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, recent studies have shown that marijuana extracts many help kill certain cancer cells and reduce the size of others. And lastly, investment opportunities. Legal marijuana presents the possibility of benefits to economies on local and national scales. It can help to secure the investment portfolios of investors across the country. While marijuana remains illegal on the federal level, it is difficult for investors to capitalize on the growth of the industry. Legalizing will open a whole new door for opportunities. The number of marijuana-related companies traded on public stock exchange is very small at the moment. And while investors do have the option of working with the over-the-counter exchanges, many of the most successful businesses in early legal cannabis space have been based in other countries. Should marijuana become legal on the national level, marijuana companies would be free to list their stocks on all U.S. exchanges, thereby enhancing and opening access to many more investors. If the growth rates for the cannabis space continues as they have in recent years, it is likely that investors would express more interest in the industry. Now for the cons. There are plenty of people who argue against legalization. Their arguments range from like tobacco, alcohol, marijuana alters your perception, and like alcohol, this could lead to problems of impaired driving. I would say to this that laws must be completed towards public use. I believe that marijuana should be legalized, but there must be rules to it. Using this supplement while in the privacy of your own home, I believe, is a must to prevent things like driving under the influence. Secondhand smoke is also a big one. The same as the other point, keeping your business at home while you have a less chance to expose the others will help to prevent a big chunk of this problem. In conclusion, this is a plant that was put on the earth to be used. It holds many good health benefits as well as benefits for our economy. This can open many new doors that have been closed to us except for the last few years. While some states have become more open to the idea, I believe if it's legal, some of it should be legal in all.